I'm just a rock chick.
I would describe my music and my sound as Avril Lavigne.
It's the best damn thing.
Welcome back to another episode of the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast, a facts and trivia-based podcast about Canadian pop singer Avril Lavigne. I'm your host, Andrea DiFrancesco. Last year, we celebrated Avril's 20th year in music, and we quickly learned there's no denying that Avril is a force in popular culture. In our first episode of 2023, we're going to take a look at Avril's influence on pop culture, whether it be in movies, TV shows, books, or even songs by other artists. But first, let's catch up on what's happened with Avril since our last episode. On December 23rd, an article was published by Pop Sugar with a detailed list of Avril's various tattoos and the stories or meanings behind them. On December 24th, Avril celebrated Christmas Eve with Maud's son by attending a performance of the Nutcracker, going ice skating, and spending the evening at John Feldman's house. The following day for Christmas, Avril posted Instagram stories making a turkey and other holiday foods. On December 27th, Charlie Puth participated in a reaction video for Mercury in Retrograde and revealed his favorite Avril song is I'm With You. On December 29th, a photographer named Karen Hill posted a previously unseen photo on Instagram of Avril from the Let Go era. In the caption she wrote, "I first met Avril Lavigne in a boardroom after being told by a record label that she would be the next big thing. I watched the Skater Boy video and talked photo shoot. A year later, it was straight flat-ironed hair and t-shirts and ties in every school hallway. An incredible worldwide phenomenon to be part of. Avril's energy was boundless on our two shoots for her album artwork." On December 30th and 31st, Avril's performance for the iHeartRadio Music Festival from September was re-aired on the CW. On December 31st, Avril also participated in the New Year's Eve special for Chinese platform Bilibili. She performed Complicated and Girlfriend and confirmed in a post-performance interview that she will be releasing a new album this year. Love Sucks ranked number 67 on the Billboard Japan Download Album year-end charts, making it the highest charting album by a Western female artist on the chart. It also ranked number 20 on the top 22 Best Canadian Albums of 2022 by CBC Music. Additionally, the music video for When You're Gone reached 500 million views, her third video to achieve this milestone. And Avril recently surpassed Jennifer Lopez to become the 29th best-selling female solo artist of all time, with an estimated 47.6 million record sales. She also ranks number 112 on the Charts Masters list of best-selling artists of all time. In a comment on an Instagram post on January 1st, Avril revealed she will be dropping a new collection of Abby Dawn in the new year. On January 10th, Avril posted stories from the studio with John Feldman, including a brief clip of him playing the acoustic guitar. Additionally, a fan named Underclass King on Avril Band-Aids discovered a rendition of the Let Go B-side Falling Into History on YouTube. This version was recorded by award-winning songwriter Tina Schaefer in 2004. On January 11th, Avril released a lyric video for I'm a Mess. On January 13th, Avril posted a tribute to Lisa Marie Presley following her death on January 12th. The two had previously presented an award together at the MTV VMAs in 2002. On January 14th, Avril posted stories from the studio with Travis Barker and pop artist Gayle. On January 15th, Avril posted more stories from the studio with Andrew Goldstein. Additionally, Tomorrow was featured in the premiere episode of the HBO Max series The Last of Us. And now let's get into our main topic for today, Avril's influence in pop culture. She's been referenced numerous times throughout movies, TV shows, books, and even songs. Here's a compilation of just some of those references, starting with movies. In the 2004 film Mean Girls, eagle-eyed fans will spot a poster of Avril on the wall of Regina George's bedroom. In the 2004 film New York Minute, starring the Olsen twins, Roxy Ryan poses as her twin sister Jane to give an important speech, but drops her note cards. She begins ad-libbing on the spot, quoting this famous lyric from Complicated.
Well, for as the famous Canadian professor Avril Lavigne Steen once said, and I quote, "Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else. It gets me frustrated. Life's like this. You fall, and you crawl, and you break, and you take what you can get. You turn it into honesty, and promise me I'm never gonna find you fake it. No.
Freak Out was used in the 2015 film The Bronze, while the characters are eating junk food and saying it goes down better with Avril. In a later scene, Hope Ann Gregory tells Maggie Townsend to put on her Avril Lavigne CD and plays My Happy Ending in the car. Most recently, Avril was heard in the 2022 film Jackass Forever when Jason Wee Man Acuna is listening to Complicated on headphones during the opening of the film where a monster attacks a city. Avril has also been discussed on the small screen in various television shows. Comedian Jimmy Fallon dressed as Avril from the MTV Video Music Awards in 2002 and sang a parody of Complicated for the show's introduction. You can find a full video on YouTube where Avril can be seen cheering him on and rocking out to the performance. Next up, the mockumentary-style comedy show The Office loves Avril so much they've actually referenced her in 2 different episodes. In the Season 4 episode The Deposition, Mindy Kaling's character Kelly Kapoor teases coworker Pam Beasley with a familiar tune.
Nice one. Hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend, cause he's such a ping pong.
I'm sick of this. Let's go, you and me.
And everyone's favorite boss, Michael Scott, has something to say when he notices a zit in the Season 7 episode, Sex Education.
It's a pimple, Phyllis. Avril Lavigne gets them all the time, and she rocks harder than anyone alive.
Another mockumentary-style sitcom which referenced Avril is the Australian series Summer Heights High, which aired for 1 season in 2007. In a deleted scene, the drama teacher Mr. G, played by Chris Lilly, performs a rendition of Skater Boy. He also wrote a musical called Mate, You Can't Skate.
And just mate with the... Shake hands with them. Hello, you're auditioning me, are you? Let them know that you're ready and then hit them with a modern song. He was a boy and she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious? He was a punk, she did ballet. What more can I say? He wanted her, but she'd never tell. Secretly she wanted him as well. And all of her friends, they stuck up their nose. They had a problem with his baggy clothes. Get up from the chair, move around, and... He was a skater boy, said see you later boy. He wasn't good enough for her. She had a pretty face, but her head was up in space. She needed to come back down to earth. Skater boy. Something really macho and tough at the end. That's it, you're the bomb, you know it? Sell it. Tell them. And you've got the role.
Additionally, the Australian sketch comedy show Big Bite, which featured this same character, did a sketch parodying the Skater Boy music video.
These are some boys, and I'm just a girl. Do you wanna play on a car with us? I'm just a punk who's found a way. Act like a tool and get paid. I don't wear fur, I'm trying to rebel, and secretly I don't know how to spell. In all of my songs, I strike the same pose, and the camera tries to get up my nose. It's just a sales ploy. I said I'd act like a boy and get on everybody's nerves. I just screw up my face and act just like a nutcase. In 40 years I'll look like I want to annoy at least half the world. Can I make it any more obvious? Acting so smug, this tie is absurd. Don't I make you wanna hurl? It's just a sales ploy. I said I'd act like a boy and get on everybody's nerves. All my stuff's crude, you know, and all the abuse I throw, well, it's all just there for show.
Avril has also been referenced in 2 different animated series created by Seth MacFarlane, Family Guy and American Dad. In the Star Wars-inspired Family Guy special It's a Trap, the characters take a dig at both Avril and ex-husband Derek Whibley of Sum 41.
What are they doing?
I'm not sure. They seem to think I'm some sort of god.
And they seem to think I'm Sum 41. All the small things.
That's Blink-182. Sum 41 is the band that married Avril Lavigne.
Oh. Huh. Seems like everybody would turn out a loser in that situation.
Everybody did.
She was also referenced in the season 10 episode Amish Guy when Meg gives her iPhone to an Amish boy she has fallen in love with.
Here, I want you to have this.
Your iPhone?
Yeah, I made you a playlist of songs that I like.
Who is this I am hearing?
It's Avril Lavigne.
Why does she shout at me?
I don't know. Most of my music I just get pressured to buy.
She was referenced a third time in the season 13 episode An App a Day when Chris mentions multiple celebrities who have exposed themselves online. A giant list of billions of celebrities appears on screen, including Avril. Additionally, Avril was also featured as an unlockable player in the Family Guy video game The Quest for Stuff and had several catchphrases.
Yeah, well, my hair color acts like a mood ring. Okay, stop staring at me, Chris. I'm running out of arms to tattoo. My hair color acts like a mood ring. Shut up, Meg.
On the season 5 episode of American Dad, Stan's Night Out, Francine Smith decides to write a song for the pop-punk princess.
Who could sing this? Avril Lavigne. She sucks.
The writers can't dislike Avril too much, though, because they did use a clip of her smash hit Girlfriend in the season 15 episode My Purity Ball and Chain. On another animated series called Inside Job on Netflix, Reagan Ridley sings Skater Boy at karaoke in the season 1 episode Clone Gunman. She then drunkenly claims that Avril died in 2003 and was replaced by a clone, referencing the real-life conspiracy theory. When JFK frees all the clones, several Avrils are among them. Next up is a TV series Avril herself loves, Schitt's Creek. The popular Netflix series referenced Avril in the season 3 episode The Throuple.
I just want to make sure that we're still fine, down the line. Because what if things get complicated?
What would make things complicated?
Nothing. But the last thing we want is a situation where one person is breaking up with another person and that person is hurt because things have gotten complicated.
Okay, I'm starting to feel like I'm trapped in an Avril Lavigne lyric here. And while I not so secretly love Avril and have paid very close attention to her battle with Lyme disease, I don't know why we're...
Okay.
Another popular sitcom that referenced Avril is Gilmore Girls, with this iconic one-liner from the season 4 episode Die Jerk.
Ballet in the first place, it's unfortunate and awful, and I hate it, but what can you do? It's Avril Lavigne's world, and we're just living in it.
An Avril poster appears on the wall in the season 1 episode Hookman of the series Supernatural, which aired on October 25th, 2005. Even the Disney Channel's biggest pop star, Hannah Montana, paid tribute to Avril in the season 3 episode Would I Lie to You, Lily?
So where were you guys anyway, and why couldn't you still be there?
Rock and Roll Fashion Awards.
Ugh, and it was endless. 4 hours to find out who won best knee socks. And by the way, Avril Lavigne, so robbed.
While doing promo for his 2007 movie Hot Rod, comedian Andy Samberg sang Don't Tell Me at the end of an interview for the CW's Human on the Street, which you can find on YouTube. Actress and singer Miranda Cosgrove has always been a big Avril fan. She recorded 2 songs written by Avril called Daydream and Dancing Crazy in the early 2010s. But in the iCarly reboot, season 2 episode, I Guess Everyone Just Hates Me Now, Carly says this after helping Freddie tie his tie.
Wow, I did not know I knew how to do this. My Avril Lavigne phase really paid off.
And you know you've truly made it when Saturday Night Live parodies you. Avril was impersonated by Amy Poehler in the March 15th, 2003 episode during the Weekend Update segment, and in the May 1st, 2004 episode during the opening monologue. Another sketch comedy show that parodied Avril was Mad TV in 2008. The music video for the Girlfriend remix featuring Lil Mama was parodied in a sketch called Black Friend, directed by Quincy Jones and Peggy Lipton. The sketch appeared in season 13, episode 9, which premiered on February 2nd, 2008. Another parody artist paid tribute to Avril on his television show Al TV in 2003. Weird Al Yankovic created a fake interview with Avril by repurposing and reacting to clips taken from a real and rare interview called 2002 VMA Superstars. Ironically enough, the Weird Al version is the only video containing portions of the real interview that can currently be found online. Avril's influence also extends to literature. She is referenced numerous times in the young adult series The Click by Canadian author Lacey Harrison. In Best Friends for Never, Massey Block takes some fashion inspiration from Avril on page 49. She decided the only way to survive the bet was to treat her old clothes in new ways. This way, her mind would be tricked into thinking that she had gone shopping. She threaded one of her father's Armani ties, left over from her short-lived Avril phase, through the loops of her sevens so it would swing across the outside of her lake when she walked. Avril is also mentioned a couple of different times in Revenge of the Wannabes. On page 41, Alicia Rivera and Olivia Ryan are jamming out to Avril in the car. Once they were on the road, Alicia cranked up the volume on the stereo and the girls sang along to Avril Lavigne's latest song. From pages 52 to 53, the girls then get a VIP tour of the offices at Teen People magazine, where they learn that Avril will be on the next issue. "What's that?" Alicia asked, pointing to an outfit that had been tacked to a giant Teen People magazine cover made entirely of cork. "Oh, Avril's wearing that tomorrow for her cover shoot," Lucinda said. "I can so see Avril in this," Alicia whispered, running her fingers across a boat neck cashmere black and white striped sweater. They had it paired with a pair of deep red, ultra-straight-legged cords that were covered in zippers. Vintage combat boots and a black velvet riding blazer were there to complete the look. Olivia pulled what appeared to be a black mesh tube top off the corkboard. "Alicia, what do you think this is for?" "That is the latest accessory," Lucinda said quietly, "and Avril's going to break it on our cover. It's going to be bigger than her tie-up session in 2002. There are 58 different ways to work it, but Avril's manager told me she wants to wear it over the cords, like a big wide butt belt. How effing brilliant is that? It's called a Dixon." Next in the book P.S. I Loathe You, the character of Kristen Gregory decides to include Losing Grip on her playlist for her very first sleepover, found on page 66. And in the novel These Boots Are Made for Stalking, Massey uses Avril's music to pump herself up on page 52. Massey ignored her and popped the mix she'd made last night into the CD player built into the leather bench. Immediately, Avril Lavigne's I Can Do Better blasted from the speakers. Lastly, we all know Avril's music is iconic, but did you know she's made her way into other artists' songs? Alternative artist Rory released Uncomplicated on December 10th, 2021, which contains the lyric, "Avril's on the radio takes me back 15 years ago." The single's cover artwork is also designed in a similar aesthetic to Avril's single cover for Bite Me. According to an article by rockandloadmag.com, Rory wrote the song after her comment on one of Avril's TikToks blew up. She created a TikTok about the interaction which gained 700,000 views. About Uncomplicated, she said, "The song idea started when I commented on Avril's TikTok teaser for her new single Bite Me, and the comment got over 4,000 likes and loads of comments, so I figured I'd turn it into a song. The song then went viral and seemed to really connect with people. It's about feeling old and lost and missing the days you were an angsty teen because things were uncomplicated then, even though you didn't know it." And on July 6, 2022, alternative artist Dutch Melrose released a song titled Avril Lavigne, containing lyrics referencing Avril's songs like Love It When You Hate Me, Skater Boy, and My Happy Ending. "Oh, you're so Avril Lavigne, oh how you love to hate me. I tried to be all you need, but you're so Avril Lavigne." And "This Ain't No 2003, Skater Boy Lost a Queen, Ain't No Storybook Happy Ending." So there you have it. Those are just some of the many references you can find about Avril in movies, music, books, and television, but I'm sure there are definitely many more. I'd like to give a big thank you to the following people who posted some of the clips you heard: Feathery3266, Chris Lilly Fan 101, Little Birdie Levine, Misguided Ghosts, Real Movie Quality, Kefalump, Regina Baker, TBS, and the Office official YouTube channel. Let me know if there's any other references I missed over on the podcast Instagram page at Best Damn Avril Pod. You can also follow me there to keep up with the latest news and updates on the podcast. Be sure to subscribe on your preferred podcast platform so you can get new episodes directly in your feed, and please take a minute to leave a rating or review to help more fans find the show. We're currently streaming on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, Amazon Music, and Audible. Join me again next time on the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast. The Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast is hosted, produced, and edited by Andrea DiFrancesco. Theme music is HD and Lights by J. Powell Flicks. Follow the latest podcast news on Instagram at Best Damn Avril Pod or email bestdamnavrilpod@yahoo.com.